Look, no one's trying to accuse Sam Bennett of being a dirty, rotten scoundrel. Anyone can see that he's a decent enough guy. But he's in love with two women. And when that situation occurs, someone's always gonna get hurt. I don't want that to be Grace.
Look, it's true that Sam once loved Ivy, but that stopped a long time ago.
Are you sure? What if he's not in touch with how much he still cares about her? What if he comes to realize that he loved her just as much as he always did? Can you imagine what that would do to Grace? I can. It would crush her. Look, I'm not blind. It's obvious that you two think Sam and Grace are meant to be.
I have rarely seen a husband so devoted.
Well, he's just as devoted to Ivy. He should have gone back for Grace in the hurricane. Instead, he refused and remained by Ivy's side.
She was struck by lightning.
Grace could have been hurt too, and he would have never known it. Come on, Eve. Weren't you ever in love before you got married?
We're not talking about me.
Look, I'm just trying to make a point. If you were in a dangerous situation with an old love who was hurt, but you couldn't find your husband, what would you do? Would you stay with the ex, or would you go find the man you were married to?
That is a ridiculous argument, David, because Sam had no reason to think that Grace was in any danger. He thought she was safe and sound in the church.
He did the only thing any decent man would do. He tried to comfort someone in need.
But it wasn't just someone, don't you get it? You two have seen Sam and Grace as a perfect couple for so long, you can't see what's in front of your eyes. So defend the union all you want. Sam Bennett showed his true colors tonight. His heart is with Ivy as much as it is with Grace. You see me as an outsider, an interloper, coming in to break up the happy family Bennett home. But why don't you try and understand how I feel? I lost my wife through no fault of my own. A woman I love with my whole being, who, much as you might not want to admit it, loved me back just as much. And then God, or fate, or whatever you want to call it, brought me back to where she was. And what do I get? Total rejection. A figurative slap in the face, not just from Grace, but from her friends who profess to love her so much.
David, don't make this personal.
It sure as hell is personal to me after I've been searching the world for 20 years looking for the woman I love. And the kicker is to find her and to lose her all over again. I tell you something, if I thought that Grace was truly happy, if I thought that Sam loved her anywhere near as much as I did, well, I'd suck it up and I'd wish her well, and I'd crawl off into the night licking my wounded pride. But that's not what's happening here. Grace is about to get hurt. She's about to get hurt more than she's ever been in her life, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna stick around and pick up the pieces. Do you believe that a woman deserves complete commitment from a man? That his thoughts, attentions, actions aren't divided between her and an old love?
Of course, but that's...
Well, let me finish. Then can either of you look me in the eye and tell me that you are absolutely and positively certain that Ivy is completely out of Sam's heart? I didn't think so. And eventually Sam's actions will force Grace to admit it too. I just want you to know, as friends, that I'm going to be around when it happens.
Still here, Hastings?
I'm going to tell you what I've been telling everyone else. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, that's your choice, I guess. But if you really loved Grace, there's no way that you take that away from her.
Together again.
Doesn't look to me like she will. That's why I can't leave. When Sam goes back to Ivy, Grace's world will fall apart. She's gonna need me.